Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Saturday Talk the Talks.
Yeah, walk the walk.
So, with me is Curtis. We're just going to do one-on-one Talk the Talks for the time being.
Yeah.
Unless I have a topic that everyone wants to join in on, but Cody's never played Silksong, so.
Right.
So, yeah, we're going to discuss Silksong and game difficulty in general.
Nice.
So, you and I have both played Silksong.
Sure have.
Have you finished it yet?
I'm at Act 3, basically. So
Okay.
I haven't gone through Act 3 yet, but I've seen all the areas, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well, until you get to Act 3.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
a few areas.
A couple
in Act
extra
3.
ones. Yeah.
I have beaten the game, but I don't feel I did it legitimately enough to consider myself a player of the game.
You're kind of using a couple assists from, what do you call it again?
It's a cheat engine.
Cheat engine, yes.
Yeah.
To get through it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I do have it on the Switch too, and I am playing it legit there, and I've just reached Act 2.
Okay. So, you're doing a third playthrough?
I'm doing a third playthrough just to prove to myself that I can beat this without the need of assistant tools.
Nice. Which route did you take to Act 2?
I went through Phantom again.
Gotcha, yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, huge spoilers for Silksong.
Yeah.
They'll be listed in the description, but...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's kind of goes without saying if we're doing a Silksong chat, but yes.
I won't be spoiling Act 3 because Curtis hasn't been there.
Yeah. I'm trying to make the game last as long as possible.
I understand. The reason I was doing the tool is because my first playthrough, I was like, I just want to go through and get the lore, as much lore as possible.
Yep.
Second playthrough was to get 100%.
Yep.
And then third playthrough is more to challenge myself.
Yeah,
and actually
the challenge
learn.
aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, first of all, why do we like Silksong?
For me, it's a few reasons. First of all, I really enjoyed the first one.
I loved Hollow Knight, yeah.
Yeah, Hollow Knight is one of the all-timers for Metroidvanias. Like, it just kind of has that perfect mix of the world size, a really enjoyable and pleasing and simple art style, and I really love the simplicity of the moveset. I find that I'm the sort of person who doesn't like a bunch of attack and combo options. I just like simple sword play.
Yeah.
And
I hit button, I swing sword.
Exactly.
Not, I hit left and swing button, I do a dash attack. If I hit back and swing button, I'll do a back step.
Yeah, if I'm thinking about the controls, I don't really like it.
No.
It's why I don't like fighting games very much.
No, that is fair.
Yeah.
See, I love fighting games, but I like to separate my fighting games from my...
Totally. Yeah.
Metroidvania, search action platformers, whatever you want to call them.
Yep. I'm also not very in tune with a lot of like 3D combo heavy action games like DMC and stuff, just for that same reason. Like the move sets are so vast, and like I respect that, but I also just don't really like it. I feel pressure to engage with every single move, and I know that's not really the point. You're supposed to kind of just find the ones that are most comfortable for you, but my weird brain doesn't like the idea of not at least trying everything, and so I just get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So that's why I like the simplistic, very straightforward combat of the Hollow Knight series. Yeah, like you learn new moves, but it's not really new combat moves except for like the charge attacks.
Yeah.
And whatever your crests or charms give you in terms of special moves, but like it's just not that much to think about.
I do have to agree, because I like Silksong because it's a step above Hollow Knight's combat.
It is.
But it doesn't feel like overwhelmingly ahead.
Agreed, yeah.
The tools alone, I was like, okay, if you ever played a Castlevania, the tools...
Very familiar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, of course, but like the same mechanism, like you use the same button combination to activate all of them. It's just a matter of which ones you have equipped.
Yeah, and which ones you're comfortable with using.
Yeah, the main difference with Silksong is just how much more mobile Hornet is.
Yeah.
The Knight is just kind of a slow little tank guy who likes to pogo, whereas Hornet is just zipping all over the place and dashing into enemies, dashing away from enemies, doing cool aerial flips.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think Silksong might have my favorite movement of any 2D game, and that's a high praise.
No, I'm right there. I was like, there's a reason why I'm doing a third run of Silksong. It's because I love the moveset.
Yeah, it just feels so good.
Yeah. Like, when you start again and you lose all your move abilities, it does feel sluggish.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was like, I do miss that.
Yeah. Yeah, at least it's only for the first couple hours, I guess, till you get your main ones back.
Yeah.
Like the dash, and once you get the dash, things start to feel really good again.
Yeah.
And then the other one I think that we all love is the midair hook shot.
Yeah, claw shot.
Yeah, exactly. Is it claw line or claw shot?
I think it's claw line.
Claw line, yeah. And that's a bit later on, but
yeah.
the dash alone gets you kind of everywhere you want to go and lets you really engage with Hornet's style.
Yeah. So, because everyone on the internet's been griping about it, it's like, is Silksong difficult?
It is, but for me, it's in a very good way.
Yeah. So yeah, this is where I was like, this feels more difficult than the original Hollow Knight.
It is. Sure. Yeah, like I actually played, part of the reason I finished Silksong yet is I ended up playing through the entirety of the first game again, and playing them side by side was an interesting experience.
Yeah.
I really find that when you're playing them side by side, the difficulty step up of Silksong does show through in both like the level design and the boss fights for the most part. It's a step up in both regards. Like the bosses are they're more mobile to account for your mobility, and they still take a lot of punishment, and the platforming just gives you more challenging encounters throughout the game.
Yeah.
There's certainly a few very difficult platforming parts in Hollow Knight, but they're really only at the very end, whereas Silksong kind of sprinkles them throughout the game. And the other main difficulty difference is the much more intensive combat arenas in Silksong.
Yeah.
There's some very difficult ones.
Yeah, you get locked into a room of a bot or an enemy rush.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah. That one in High Hall is legendary.
Yeah.
That one was a hell of a thing. That one's like 10 rounds of pure torture. There might be something to rival it in Act 3. I was going to say, I'm sure there's some rival to that in Act 3, but...
Yeah. I'll make alluding hints to Act 3, but I won't tell you anything in Act 3.
Yeah, that's okay.
If you thought that was good, wait till you get to Act 3.
Yeah. From what I understand, not to go too far into it, but is Act 3 kind of an inverted castle sort of setup where you're traversing the same areas with differences?
You remember in Hollow Knight when the plague kind of hits everyone?
Yeah, like the infection spreads, like basically changes the crossroads completely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens.
To every area.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
And some areas get hit worse than others, but...
Yes. Yeah, fair. Okay. Enemies get a bump.
Enemies do get a bump. In the worst way possible, but I won't spoil why.
Okay.
I was like, just expect that enemies don't always have the same moveset they had.
Alright, yeah. I'm curious, is it like, if you didn't encounter the old version of an enemy, like, does beating their changed version give you their old journal?
Yeah.
In theory? Okay.
That's how that works. She still treats it as you just fought that enemy.
Okay, it's not a new enemy per se.
No.
It's just part of that same entry.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Good to know. Yeah, the game is really nice about misspulls. And by that I mean, like, there's not a whole lot of, like, essential misspulls, especially from what I understand to get 100%. There's not really anything super critical.
So this is my test for 100% is to see if I progress too far, can I lock myself out of 100%? And the answer is no.
Which is very good.
Because apparently, even areas that get locked off, if there's an item there, it spawns somewhere else in the world map.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a sign that they put proper care into things.
Yeah.
There'd be nothing more obnoxious than playing through a long Metroidvania and then finding that, whoops, you missed something.
And you can't go back
You can't go back to do it.
Yeah.
Goes against the entire spirit of what the genre is supposed to be.
Yeah. Now, I will say, Silksong feels more tedious in its backtracking.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Just because it's such a big world, too.
It's a big world, and I find the enemies are really spongy.
Yes.
Even with a few sword upgrades, if you go back to the first area, some of the starting enemies still take 2-3 hits to take out. Where I remember in Hollow Knight, when you actually upgraded the nail a bit, you go back to the first area and just kind of slaughter through everything.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be curious to see how the damage actually compares between Hollow Knight upgrades versus Silksong, and what the difference there is in terms of percentage from start to finish, how much of a bump you get. But every little bit helps, of course, especially on the long boss fights.
Yeah, which is a shame because I'm going to spoil a little bit here. There's a mini game in Act 3 that you get your final sword upgrade from.
Ah, okay.
And it is notoriously difficult.
Mini games are always like the bane of my existence.
Yeah,
I think most people would agree with that. Like,
I don't mind if it's like, okay, there's a give me level. Like, okay, you played the mini game.
Yeah,
you'll get the base reward if you want.
If you want mastery, then feel free to go for it.
Yeah,
but
it will reward you with something else that's not crucial to your growth. But
I'm just thinking, like, my least favorite parts of any given Zelda game tend to be getting the rewards from mini games.
Yeah, no,
they tend to be kind of obnoxious in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, Silksong overall, like, the exploration is super fun, but yeah, I do agree that having to cut through tougher enemies can be a slog sometimes. One other thing that was really nice about original Hollow Knight was that there was I think it was one of the first DLCs that they introduced that gave you like a way to create a gate that you could then return to anytime.
Yeah.
And then you could like, kind of like Ferora's Wind and Ocarina if you're familiar, but like you could just set it wherever you want and return to it whenever you want and create a new one whenever you wanted.
Yeah, there's with the Dream Gate or whatever.
Exactly.
It's called. Yeah. There is, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but there is fast travel later in Act 3 you'll get.
Okay.
But it's more of you can wander off and then return back to the Bell Bear or the Bell Beast.
Okay.
From pretty much anywhere on the map.
Warp to home?
Yeah, it's a warp to home. It's not the same as put a warp down and you can warp back, but
that's still pretty good though.
I still like that because you can run into an area, grab the item, and then warp back to home.
Exactly, and then also just travel wherever you want to from the Bell Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have been your favorite? What are your favorite boss fights? I guess in the first two acts.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think on those because the first two acts I don't really remember too much of because I spent a lot of time in Act 3 wandering around.
Yeah. Just finding what there is to find.
Yeah. Like, I'm all about for, like, the dark world and the changed world. I will explore the shit out of a changed world.
Yes.
To see what you did to it.
I like that, too. I always enjoy the parallel worlds. Yeah, it's what makes Link to the Past so replayable. And just so utterly awesome for a first time and seeing, oh, this is what this town turned into.
Yeah. So... I mean, the lace fight, I guess, was pretty fun. I like any fight that keeps me on my toes and moving around.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, the second lace fight is the most difficult for me so far.
Yeah.
It was a very, very tough get through it that first time. It took me probably 40 minutes of attempts to get through that one.
Yeah, no, that is fair.
Yeah. Second hardest would probably be the Last Judge, probably.
The Last Judge gives me the worst trouble.
It's a really tough one.
Yeah.
It's one of those fights that you have to react really well to things, and you get totally hosed if you don't react in time. I feel like a lot more than other fights, you just get punished for being, oh right, that's supposed to jump when that one happened. The second phase of her, when she gets the fire going, makes things very interesting, I'd say.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking some other highlights here would be, I really enjoy the first Sinner and Widow. They're both fights that just...
I hate Widow. I'm sorry.
Oh, do you?
Widow was a roadblock for me for the longest time. And I just hate that because I was like, my sword upgrade is being blocked by you.
Yeah, she's kind of right there, isn't she?
Yeah.
Literally right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find First Sinner is just kind of like a souped up or a widow fight, but because you have sword upgrades, I guess at that point you don't mind as much, huh?
Yeah. No, I felt First Sinner was also tough. She's not.
Okay. Yeah.
There was just something about the First Sinner, though. I was like, maybe because I was stronger at that point. Like, I found her way later in Act 2.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's one of the more well-hidden enemies in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, what have you found the hardest so far in your, I guess, third playthrough now? So, has anything in particular walled you at all, or given you trouble?
Widow still walls me.
Okay, Widow still, yeah.
I don't understand the bell. Like, I never, I see them coming, but for some reason, I go towards them. Even when my brain's like, don't!
It's so shiny, though.
Yeah.
It's the second phase when they're coming at diagonals, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's rough.
I get them to the second phase. Phantom can give me troubles here and there.
Yeah, she's surprisingly tricky.
Yeah. There's just times where I misjudge how far she can throw that needle.
Yes. Yeah. Super fun mirror type fight, that one. Her and Lace are both excellent.
Yeah.
Some really fun lore with them too. Did you end up finding the little mirrors?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. There's like in Phantom's cathedral or organ there's like a little mirror that seems to do nothing, but if you play your needle in for it, it'll reveal a little scene where they're speaking to each other through this mirror, and you kind of learn that they're sisters, which is a really nice touch. And Lace is kind of the favored child, I guess, whereas Phantom's been kind of relegated to garbage disposal duty.
Yeah.
But Lace is also having an existential crisis of trying to live up to whatever grandmother Silk wants her to be. So, yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. Can't wait for a deeper dive into the lore once I truly finish the game.
Yeah, that's also why I wanted to finish the game, because I knew the lore videos would be out really quickly.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get in on them, but didn't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
So the second part of this is the difficulty discussion.
Yeah.
And are you a fan of difficult games?
I really am.
I am not.
Not a fan, yeah.
No, you can tell, not really into the I want to challenge myself.
Yeah. I think for me, the reason that I like challenge is it feels better if a tough-looking enemy feels tough, if that makes sense.
No, this is where I'm at. I was like, if I come up to a giant Colossus and I'm just standing about to his toe, I expect that this Colossus can whoop me pretty freaking easily.
Exactly.
And I want that.
Yeah.
If I walk up to the Colossus, hit him 3 times with my sword, and he falls over, I'm like, that was pathetic. I hate this.
Yeah. What was the point?
Yeah. What was the gosh darn point of it?
Yes, exactly.
But I don't like pulling my hair out, spending an hour on a boss, and learning every little trick to dodging every little thing they do.
Yeah.
I just do not have that time and patience for.
Yeah. The ones that walk the fine line of being super challenging, but also, like, rewarding to a reaction and like, letting you kind of improvise a bit with the fight, rather than just forcing you to memorize everything they do. I think that's kind of the sweet spot, probably, for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where, okay, as long as I know how to dodge, like, 3 of your attacks, I'm good.
Yeah.
I might get smacked by 2 others, but...
It's not going to stop you from winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think that fights that let you express yourself a little bit in terms of your movements and, not just restricting you purely to following paint by numbers and living by the boss's book, I think that's the best place for a boss fight to be.
Yes.
There's a few bosses that are pure, like... I guess if the boss is going to control the stage, it has to be a fun, gimmick to it in order for that to fly, I guess, truly.
There's a boss near 3. Their whole deal is I control the stage.
Great. Yeah. Dance to my tune or die.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really the reason that I enjoy difficulty more than anything, is it just it matches the visual design of the character or the story emphasis of the character, then I want it to be tough.
Yeah. So I think that's the line, is that I don't mind difficult as long as it makes sense in the game.
It's justified.
Yeah. I just don't want the whole game to be kicking me in the nuts.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah. I also don't care at all if people want to play on easier difficulties or even use cheats. Like, I don't think that's a problem at all. Like, if you're still getting what you wanted of the game and it's a single player game, then knock yourself out.
Yeah, that's how I see cheating. I was like, I'm enjoying the game. I'm here for the story, lore, and a bit of the gameplay, but I'm not here to memorize a boss pattern that I'm just gonna forget as soon as the boss is done.
Yeah, totally understandable. Like, if there's an option to match both speeds, like just give us a challenge or give me an easy way through it, then I'm totally all for it. Yeah. I usually I guess kind of default to as close to normal difficulty as the game gives on a first playthrough.
Yeah.
Just because I find it provides the best baseline. Exception is a lot of RPGs I like to bump up to higher difficulties just because, again, I find that my biggest fear in an RPG, which is kind of weird, is getting too powerful and making like climactic encounters feel like a joke.
Yeah.
I just don't like power leveling and feeling like I can just...
No, I'm there with stuff. You. I hate that if I'm just sitting there pressing the A button until the battle's over. I'm like, I hate this.
Yeah.
I need to fix about something here.
Yeah. It just... Whenever people call RPGs easy and their strategy is always, oh, I died, I'll just go grind 10 levels.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's missing a point. Like, the first thing it should be, in my opinion, the first thing you should do is, like, what did I do wrong? What can I change to do differently for the fight? Like, what killed me, and what strategies can I work in to make this, tip more in my favor, rather than just purely munching through it with power.
Yeah. That being said, I am the person that usually for any RPG, I'll grind to the level 10.
Yeah. And
then just see how far that takes me.
Yeah.
I won't grind anymore. I'll just power through, and then if I get roadblocked again, then I'll start being like, okay, what strategies do I need to learn now?
Yeah. How can I vary this a bit?
Because technically I am 10 levels ahead of everyone else who got here.
Yeah. It kind of gives you an extra baseline where it's like, okay, this is clearly meant to be hard, so I should take it seriously, sort of deal. Yeah. There's no wrong way to play RPGs and stuff like that. Just whatever you find satisfying personally, I think.
So the reason I bring up the difficulty is like, so Silksong, would you put a difficulty slider in there in the options menu?
A slider? So like
an easy mode, hard mode, and expert mode, let's say.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
As long as like the normal mode is like exactly what we currently have in the game, then that's totally fine. And then if expert pushes you a little bit harder, that's cool too. And again, if people are getting through on easy mode, it's zero problem with me.
Yeah.
I'm all for difficulty options in games. I don't think it really ruins anything.
I think that's why we're friends. I hate the people who are like, "Oh, you didn't play on this difficulty. You suck."
That's
like, I still had fun with the game. I still got my enjoyment out of it. So what's the difference?
The only point of contention I can see is if you breeze through something due to selecting an easier difficulty and then like acted arrogant like you would beat it on a hard difficulty. But that just that's just a jerky person. That's not a problem with the difficulty sliders.
No, I agree. That's just. Somewhat, like, as I said myself, I cheated through Silksong. I don't feel I beat Silksong. And I'm not going to brag about how easy Silksong is.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing, right? Like, if you enjoyed it, then that's really all that matters. If you were to go online and say, oh, Silksong is just an easy game, you guys are babies, you're just either being a jerk or a troll. Yeah. Like, it's just kind of silly. But, yeah, like, I think that games having a wide variety of options for matching people's skill levels, not a bad thing at all.
Alright. So the last thing is, what is your opinion on the phrase, get good?
Get good?
Yeah.
It's funny, but I don't take it seriously.
No. I had a good image I found on Reddit of get good, of like, what people think it means and what it actually means.
Yeah.
And it's a picture of, like, people think it means that everyone's laughing at you, haha, you suck.
Yeah.
But it really is just surpass your limits right here, right now.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. Like, it's a fun phrase to use on yourself to hype yourself up and, you know, get yourself focused on the moment. But if you're tossing it around just as an elitist thing, like, you're taking it too seriously.
Yeah.
It's really not a very serious term.
And there are times where I was like, okay, there is a skill limit here, and I hate that for games,
right,
where you have to be at this level of play to get further into the game.
Yeah.
And if I saw that on, like, Silksong or something, where, like, I'm not great at games, I know this, and that's why I was worried about Silksong being a roadblock. I'll hit a roadblock and never get past it.
Right.
And that would frustrate me.
I'm glad that you beat the game rather than getting to a point, like, getting to Widow and giving up.
Yeah.
Let's say that much.
If I was on the Switch too,
yeah,
and I wouldn't have got past Widow, and I would have been done with Silksong.
And that would have sucked.
And that would have...
to miss out on the rest of that game.
Yeah.
So and that's why I'm in favor of...
That's where I'm options. Like, developers have to balance difficulty with skill level of player. Like, what do I want my players to be doing?
Yeah. And that's why I really am in favor of the difficulty slider or choices option, because then you don't have to compromise on the game's difficulty just to appeal to more people.
Yeah. But
you also don't have to punish people who are just kind of in it for, you know, other reasons than the challenge.
Yeah. Because I am not here for challenge. I just think the gameplay is pretty cool, and I like the story and the world.
Yeah. Yeah. It really is a gorgeous world. I love that game's art.
That's the same for... I play FromSoft games, too, so I feel like the biggest hypocrite when I say I don't like challenging games. And you look, I was like, you played Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you usually do in those, out of curiosity? Do you, like, grind for those at all? Or?
I will grind, find ways to make myself stronger early game, and then go for it.
Gotcha. Get yourself up to a threat, kind of like your RPG approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And myself too, where I feel like I'm an appropriate strength level, or my first run through, I don't mind being overpowered.
Okay, yeah.
The first time through, if I'm like, okay, I'm coming at this guy, I've done the best I could, I have the best equipment at this stage, I have the best armor I could get at this stage, and he's still beating me into the ground. Therefore, I have to get better.
Yep.
But if I beat a boss and I had the best equipment, in the back of my brain, I don't take satisfaction in that win. I go, okay, he's going to be interesting when I come through here normally.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. That's a fun way to approach it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of do multiple playthroughs with different objectives a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually like finding builds, and I was like, I wonder how that would work in this.
Yeah.
Elden Ring is a great example. I've put too much time in Elden Ring because there's so many builds you can do with Elden Ring.
There really are. I'm kind of a weird guy in terms I don't do a lot of builds. I just kind of find a style that I like and just approach. I guess that's why I like Silksong so much and stuff, right? Just because there's not really builds outside of the crests to play with.
And even then, you'll find a crest that you like, but you're like, I will pick another crest for this area because it gives me better transfer.
Yeah. Committing to a build for an entire playthrough, I guess I don't really like as much.
Yeah.
I like being able to swap through things a little bit more.
I agree. So when I say a build, I was like, I don't commit to like a set. You need this weapon, this spell, and that. I was like, oh, I want to be a mage. Knight build.
Yeah, focus on
strength and intelligence. Yeah. The stats are my build, not the gear.
That is fair. Yeah. Makes sense.
All right, final thoughts before we wrap this up.
Yeah, Silksong is an excellent game. It's a challenging game, and I really do recommend playing through it, even if you do use a cheat engine. Like, whatever it takes to soak in that world and that movement, it's worth it.
Well, said better. It is a difficult game. I'm not saying it's overly difficult. There are way worse.
Yeah.
Actually, this is one point that I had written down that we kind of glossed over. Because we come from the Nintendo hard era.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a philosophy or a motto or something is no game is difficult if it gives you infinite tries.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, right?
Yeah. You only have to beat the boss once. As long as you never give up, the boss has to keep continuously beating you.
They have to keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes me think of Undertale a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that game does a really good job with that part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Nintendo era was it was a bit different because like those games were like you could blow through them in an hour.
Yeah.
So the whole point was they had to make it worth your time by grinding you against the dirt time and again.
Yeah. And a live system is just that. If you run out of lives, start all over.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is why I like roguelikes. Because it is, if you die, start all over.
Yeah.
But usually you'll get stuff that makes the next run a little easier.
The idea of unlocking things when you lose a run is still pretty cool. Like it makes it feel like it wasn't a waste of your time.
No.
I guess the reward back in that day was just the satisfaction of getting to that next level and knowing that you're creeping closer and closer to the end, right?
Yeah.
Like Contra is a perfect example of it. That first Contra game is so good. You just feel yourself getting better with each run.
Yes. Alright, but with that though, we'll call the episode here, so thank you all very much for watching.
Yeah, great discussion, great topic.
Yeah. And comment down below how you feel game difficulty is. Is it... The one thing I wanted to bring this up is because a lot of people are using difficulty to decide if a game is good or not.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just one piece of the puzzle.
It's one piece of it. Yeah, big time. Yeah. One cool part of an entire experience.
Yeah. Alright, until next time, have a good one, guys.
So long.